Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Easy English channel. We are so happy to see you again. I'm Emily.
And I'm Peter. Hello, Emily. Today I'm feeling a little bit reflective. Just thinking about life, our podcast journey, and how everything is moving so fast. Sometimes you just need a moment to stop and think, right?
I'm doing great, Peter, but I love that you use the word reflective. It's a perfect lead-in because today we are discussing how to talk about your feelings in English. It's about more than just knowing words. It's about expressing who you are.
That is such an important topic. Sometimes in English, we just say, I'm fine, or I'm okay, because it's easy. But life is full of colors, and we need more colorful ways to describe how we feel inside.
Exactly. Being specific about your feelings helps you build better, deeper relationships and communicate more clearly. When you can say exactly how you feel, people understand you better. It's not just about grammar, it's about true human connection.
Before we dive into the emotional stuff, listeners, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Your support makes us feel very appreciated and motivated to keep going.
Good use of vocabulary, Peter. You're already practicing. So let's start with a common situation. When someone asks, "How are you?" most beginners say, "I am happy" or "I am sad." But those words are like using only two colors to paint a whole picture.
Definitely. Sometimes I'm not just sad, I'm disappointed because a plan failed, or maybe frustrated because I'm stuck on a task. For example, if I try to fix my computer for 3 hours and it still won't turn on, that's frustration.
Frustrated is such a useful word. It's that feeling of being blocked. You are trying to move forward, but something is in your way, like when you can't remember a specific English verb even though it's on the tip of your tongue.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. It's very common for language learners. Another heavy one is overwhelmed. That's when you have a mountain of tasks and you feel like you're drowning in work.
Yes, overwhelmed happens when the challenge feels bigger than your energy. My first tip for our listeners is to expand your emotional vocabulary. Instead of using big, general words, try to find the exact shade of your emotion. For instance, are you excited about a party or are you anxious because you don't know many people there?
That's a great distinction. Anxious is more about worry, while excited is positive energy. Being specific makes your English sound much more natural and mature. Now, Emily, what about those days when we feel heavy but don't want to talk? Sometimes people bottle up their feelings.
Bottle up is a perfect phrasal verb to remember. Imagine a bottle of soda. If you keep shaking it and never open the lid, the pressure builds up until it eventually explodes. That's what happens when you hide your emotions inside for too long.
That sounds exhausting and unhealthy. What should we do instead? What is the opposite of keeping it all inside?
The idiom is to get it off your chest. This means to talk about a problem or a secret that has been bothering you. Once you speak about it, that heavy weight on your chest disappears and you feel lighter.
Get it off your chest. I love that imagery. It feels like a physical relief, like putting down a heavy backpack. For example, I was worried about my presentation, but talking to Emily helped me get it off my chest and realize I was ready.
Precisely. Now, let's focus on the bright side too. We don't want to be gloomy all the time. Gloomy is a great word for when you feel like a dark, rainy cloud is following you around.
On the other hand, when I'm really, really happy, maybe after a great success, I like to say, I'm on cloud 9. It feels like I'm floating above all my problems.
On cloud 9. That's a classic English expression. It means you are in a state of extreme happiness or delight. It's much stronger than just saying, I'm happy.
And if I'm just feeling peaceful, quiet, and satisfied with my life right now, I use the word content. It's not a loud happiness. It's a calm, steady one, like sitting by a fire with a good book.
Those are excellent nuances, Peter. Now, for our listeners, here is a practical communication tip. Use I statements like I feel instead of you statements like you make me. When we talk about feelings, it's better to take responsibility for our own emotions. Instead of saying, you make me angry, which sounds like an attack, try, I feel frustrated when we are late.
That's very insightful, Emily. It turns a potential argument into a bridge for understanding. It invites the other person to listen rather than defend themselves.
Exactly. It's a softer way to be honest. And for your passive learning, try watching a scene from a movie where characters have a deep conversation. Don't just listen to the words, look at their body language and listen to the tone of their voice. You'll hear how these phrases help them resolve conflicts or share joy.
That's a great homework assignment. Okay, let's review the powerful vocabulary we've explored today. Frustrated, feeling annoyed because your progress is blocked. Overwhelmed, feeling like your responsibilities are too heavy to handle. Bottle up, to suppress or hide your emotions inside. Get it off your chest, to speak about a worry to feel relieved. On cloud 9, a state of extreme floating happiness. Content, a calm and peaceful sense of satisfaction.
We've covered a lot of ground today. Talking about feelings can be scary, especially in a second language, but it's truly the best way to grow as a person and a speaker.
I agree. It makes your English journey feel more real. Now we have a question for our listeners. How are you really feeling today? Don't just say fine. Try to use one of our new vocabulary words in the comments. Are you content with your progress? Are you on cloud 9 because you finished a difficult lesson? Let us know.
We love reading your stories and connecting with your hearts. Thank you for being part of the Easy English family.
Take care of yourselves, be kind to your emotions, and keep practicing. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.